everybody. Welcome to the Silicon Nubian YouTube channel. Manjaro 16.06 was just released, and we're going to quickly go through the installation. No pauses, no see you later. This is right after boot up. We're going to start the install, running in a virtual machine. I just want to show everybody again and again how quickly and easily Linux can be installed on a PC, in particular Linux such as Manjaro. So here we go. The installation is booting up. You can tell by the length of this video, which is just over 8 minutes long, that the installation process is quite quick. But let's go through it, okay? Here we have the startup page of Manjaro Linux. It's running in live mode presently, and we have 16.06 Daniella. We have the XFCE version, which is their main version. They do also have a KDE version. In this release, as they mentioned, XFCE remains their flagship, and they ship it with XFCE 4.12. Also, they have a KDE edition, which continues to deliver a powerful GUI. In this particular release, we have kernel 4.4 LTS is used for the release, but there are 11 other kernels available. One of Manjaro's positive things is you can choose your kernels. They give you a choice of, in this one, I believe, of 11. The settings manager has been updated and improved. Also, at the time, 16.06 release, again, they mentioned the 11 kernels directly in the binary repositories. They created a KCM module to integrate MSM seamlessly into the system settings for Plasma 5. PacMac, which is their package manager, has been upgraded and improved, version 4.1. Now switched to CSD design. Gives you a lot of information. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to with this release. The PacMac in of itself previously had been pretty sparse in its look, but very powerful in its operation. But we'll see how it goes. So I won't be delving too deeply into any of the aspects of this release in this video. I just want to show you how quickly the installation process can be on a modern computer. So here we start. Right away, even though we're running in a live environment, you can see that we have 49 available updates. Of course, we won't deal with them right now. We'd rather it's a live system that's running, and we want to get this thing installed. Here we have two links towards the installation, one command line based and the other graphical. We'll start the graphical install. Welcome to Manjaro Linux 16.06 Daniella. We will select our language. English, United States is the closest to my English. I'm in Canada, but I'll select that. Secondly, we're going to check our location. The closest location to me is in America, and I believe the closest location would be Toronto. Even though I do not reside in Toronto, I am in that time zone, and it's the closest to me. So I will scroll down and select Toronto and click Next. Here we have the keyboard layout. By default, it's what I'm after. It's an English US default, so we're not going to play with that at all. We'll go next. Here now we have a very simplified partitioning setup. We can erase the full disk, which is what we're going to do, or we can do manual partitioning. I have Manjaro running on a main PC, and I have it taken over my full disk, and this is what we'll do. Again, with the bootloader location, which the default is fine, the master boot record of the first hard drive. And once again, we'll look around at the different choices we have, and here we go. Next, we'll enter in our username. It'll automatically give us a name of the computer, which you can change if you like. And we'll enter in a password. For the sake of this demo, I'm using a very simple password. And here we have login automatically without asking for a password, and use the same password for the administrator account. That's one negative. I would prefer that by default that is not checked, and you could, especially for new users. But it's a minor thing. Here we go with the overview, and we're ready to roll. Let's get Manjaro installed. So we're 4 minutes into the video, and we've paused a few times, and we're already installing Manjaro Linux. Let me give you a little background while it's doing its thing. Manjaro Linux is based on Arch Linux, one of my favorite, if not my favorite Linux distribution coming up in Linux. Arch is a very simplified system, runs fantastically on newer and older hardware. Arch is cutting edge. Also, Arch is a rolling release, or follows the rolling release model. What that means is you install once, and through constant updates and package updates and tweaks, I shouldn't say tweaks actually, just the update process, you will always end up running the latest version of the OS. So it's install once, run forever. That in a perfect world, of course. I can tell you that I have run Manjaro for well over a year, probably going on 2 years, and I've never had an issue. Oh, I lie. I did have one issue one time which caused Cinnamon not to start up. I just reverted back to XFCE, and 24 hours later, a fix was issued and Cinnamon was running again. Cinnamon being my preferred desktop for a while now. Although the XFCE that Manjaro ships with is very nice. They've tweaked it out so and made it very, very pleasant to use. So the deal with Manjaro versus Arch is Arch gives you a bare bones system to start, basically a flashing cursor, and it's up to you to, trod through the process of getting this thing installed. The advantage of that is you know exactly what's in the system. The disadvantage is it's not for the newbie per se. There's a number of steps to follow, which the newbie will probably find a little bit confusing. As you can see, we're already up to 70%. And the installation is almost done. But what Manjaro has done is they have taken the Arch base and basically given you an out-of-box experience which is immediate. You can become productive immediately after installing Manjaro. Here we see the installation is complete, and we're just waiting now, and I'll give you a little bit more background. So while it's a little controversial, true hardcore Arch people may look down on Manjaro. My experience with Manjaro, having used Arch before, has been extremely positive. And as we see now, the installation is complete. We've been going for about 7 minutes, and it's done. If you're running on a modern system, in particular with an SSD drive, it's not going to take much longer than that. So we're done. I want to thank everybody for watching. This is absolutely simple, and my next video will probably show you Manjaro in actual use. So good night, goodbye, and please subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.